Hey everybody, it is Jason from the Texas Gun Vault, and I am just finishing up filming This Week in Gun News. And thought I'd make a garage rambling video, because I got a lot to ramble about tonight. Not really complain, but just generally ramble. And the first thing I want to ramble about is people that criticize my videos, not in a mean way, and they even say, hey, I love your video, but there's something about your video I don't like. And one of the ones I got today was the sound at the range. Whenever I film at the range, of course there's a ventilation system there because it's an indoor range. And so it's kind of loud. And no matter how I film it, whether it be with the lapel mic or the shotgun mic, it's always there. And I know it's kind of like a low hum, and especially if you have a computer or a setup where maybe you're running a subwoofer, I'm 100% sure you can hear it, because I know I can hear it on my desktop because I got a subwoofer connected to my desktop. So it's just one of those things you got to deal with. But anyway, that was the first thing. And sometimes people will say, oh, I don't like the sound that you make with your lips. Because sometimes I'll be talking and I'll go like that. You hear this little click. And sometimes I'll say certain things, or I breathe, or if my lapel mic is right here, it picks up just various sounds of my throat. And I'm sorry about that. I just make a lot of sounds apparently. And there's nothing I can do about that. You don't come to the Texas Gun Vault for professional videography or audio. It is literally just me that has never had a class or taken any classes on how to record, how to do video, how to edit. It's just me figuring things out. I'm literally a one-man show. That is it. And this is not my full-time job. I literally teach music most of the day. And of course, I got my family stuff and all the other stuff I perform. This is a part-time gig. That's all that I do. So you got to put up with the less than professional videos. And for me to put out as much content as I do, I don't have time to invest in, the editing and hiring people, because I'm literally losing money making all this. So that is rambling number one. Rambling number two is, man, I am unfocused today, because if you remember, I've mentioned that in the past when it comes to the Myers-Briggs personality type indicator, I am an INTJ. And when I get my mind set on something, I become almost obsessed with it. And I've had two things that have absolutely bothered me in the past day. Number one, I accidentally hurt one of my instruments. Not one of my trombones, but one of my euphoniums, which is like a small tube in case you don't know what I teach. I teach brass instruments. And I knocked it over. And it dented it pretty bad and had to take it to the repair shop. So my mind, I just want to have it fixed, but I have to wait. I have to be patient. It's one of the things I'm not very good at, because I like to be able to do things myself. I don't like to have to rely on other people. It's one of the reasons why I like home gunsmithing so much, is because I can do it myself. I like to buy all the tools. I like to learn how to do it. I don't want to pay someone else. I want to know how to do it. But I had to take that to a professional repairman, so I'm waiting on that. And then yesterday's video where I talked about my new Tommy built tactical TMP receiver. Well, that receiver is already on its way back to Tom Bostic. No, it's not. Nothing's wrong with it except for one thing. It's not bad. I'm going to get it back. It turns out I was impatient, and I decided to go ahead and kind of build the pistol version of it, because I don't have my stand for my SBR. So I started to kind of film that today, because I was real anxious to get that together. And it turns out that there was a molding mistake, that the rails that go into the sides of the receiver, the front portions got the polymer inside of the threads, and I could not screw in the screws and hold on the rails. In fact, I think I stripped one of the screws. So I contacted Tom Bostic. He's like, oh yeah, we've had that happen before. Send it back. I'll make it right. So I know he's going to make it right. He's going to fix it. I send him the rails. Everything's going to be great. It's just frustrating because I bought it. I get it. I'm really excited. And I start to build it, and literally I got to send it back the same freaking day. You have no idea as an INTJ how frustrating that is. So I have all these things out that I need to get done, and I'm just waiting on other things and other people. Another thing I'm rambling about is, of course, the NFA wait times. Everybody, complains about those. I have a couple of Form 1s, E-Form 1s. Other people are getting them back in about 27 to 32 days. I'm right now at getting close to 40 on one of mine. And I'm waiting on that stamp so I can send it to TPM Outfitters so I can get this MP5 clone built. And every day that goes by, I don't get that tax stamp. While other people that have been waiting for less time get it. It's more frustrating. So, nothing bad is going on in life. It's just my luck. Sometimes this stuff happens. I don't know why. It always kind of comes and goes. It's not like, one thing happens and then everything else is good. It's always one thing after another. And then I'll run into a series where my luck is just incredible. And I'm going to tell you guys, I am the luckiest man on earth. Yeah, I got some bad things going on. I shouldn't even say bad, just annoying things. But I am the luckiest man on earth. And so sometimes when things like this happen, I guess it's just the fate of the universe of balancing the scales. It has to kind of get me down a little bit. So that's what's going on. And so anyway, I got a good This Week in Gun News filmed. I'm very happy with it. I already got some of it edited in there. And I just got to go and put in all of the overlays, the little things when I'm reading, how it comes on the screen. I have to go in there and edit that. Right now it is 9:25 at night, so I'm hoping to have that edited by 10, uploaded by 10:30, get it uploaded again for my Patreons, so they can always see it early. And then I guess go to bed. I gotta go watch some Psych, old television show. Me and my wife were recommended to watch that, so we're on the first season. And so we're watching that. It's kind of a funny show. I remember watching a few episodes, I guess when it used to air, but we're now going to watch the whole series. A couple other series I really want to watch from start to finish. You're going to laugh at me at these. One is Magnum P.I. I absolutely love the old Magnum P.I. with Tom Selleck. I always loved that show. And it was so cool when I went to Hawaii on my honeymoon to go to the location of Robin's Nest and go out there in a little private lagoon. That was pretty awesome. It was just like being in the show. It was amazing. And the other show, you're going to laugh, totally laughing because it's a kid's show. But I have such fond memories of it when I was a kid. It's Jim Henson's Fraggle Rock. Yeah, for some reason, I have such fond memories of that show. And I always liked the Muppets and Fraggle Rock especially. So I want to watch that. And I actually found that there are on one of the services we have. So one of these days, maybe it'd be like a summer project for me. And I don't really watch television or movies or any of that stuff very much. I'm not really a movie guy. The last movie I think I saw in the theater was Star Wars Episode 9. And before that, it was, I think, Star Wars, what was it? Was it Rogue Squadron? No, not Rogue Squadron. Anyway, I know it was Episode 8. It was a Star Wars movie. Rogue One. That's what it was. But anyway, that's the extent of my movie-going experience. And I'll tell you another fun fact, since I'm out here rambling. When I got married, which I was 37 years old. Actually, sorry, when I met my wife, I was 37. But I didn't own a television. Didn't own a television at all. And my wife thought that was so weird because I don't watch TV. I never watch shows, really. I listen. I'll be out here. We listen to the podcast. And if I do watch anything, it's on YouTube versus a television set. Because I find so much stuff out there between movies and television is literally junk. I'm not going to sit there and watch advertisements all day. And because that's mainly what they are. So I guess I have some catching up to do, but I don't really like to watch shows unless it's at nighttime. Nighttime is the only time when I'm laying in bed because the rest of the day, I got to be productive. I have to be doing something. It's like, I can't wait. I have this weird dichotomy where I can't wait for time off and to take like a week off of work. But when the week happens and I'm off, about 2 or 3 days in, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have nothing to do. I need to get back to work. it's this weird cycle that I have. But it gives me purpose. It keeps me driven. And I'm a very, very driven person that I just got to be doing something all the time. I got projects all over the place. So anyway, that is it. I guess a good rambling video tonight. So I just get to talk about a bunch of stuff out here by myself. And if you made it this far, let me know in the comments section below. Type, let's say a word so I know you saw it. Let's say, type, I see some car funnels up here. Type funnel in the description below. And I know you watched all the way to the end. And yeah, I appreciate that. I'm just curious how many people listen to all this stuff that I talk about. I think a lot of people just click on it, hear me ramble for about a minute, and then click away. So type funnel, and I'll know. Anyway, let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.